I said yes, but that our shower was broken and that unfortunately they wouldn't be able to fix it. But she said we could use the community showers on the second floor. We took the elevator up to our room and set down our things.
No, Rachel, I see you. You see, because on the inside, we're all ugly. When no one's watching.
We took the elevator up to our room and set down our things. I decided before I went to bed that I would use the community showers.
7 o'clock.
As I walked to the showers, I realized that they were much different than normal showers. To start off, there was a door connecting the boys' community showers to the girls' community showers. Secondly, instead of shower curtains, they had glass doors. So much for privacy. As I looked around, I realized the showers were completely empty. I thought to myself, if I took a quick shower, then I wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in. I hopped in and washed myself.
Hurry up.
As time went on, the glass started to get very foggy, and I couldn't see anything outside.
Oh no.
I heard the door that connected the boys' showers to the girls' showers open. Why the hell would a boy want to come in here? Since I couldn't see anything, I decided to wipe my hand on the glass to get rid of the fog.
No, don't do
As
that.
I did that, I saw a homeless
Oh!
holding his with hazy
Heck no.
with his face directly on the glass.
Got that Donald Trump face.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see you wash them pits.
How would a boy want to come in here? Since I couldn't see anything, I decided to wipe my hand on the glass to get rid
why
of
would
the fog.
you do this?
As I did that, I saw a homeless man just holding his greasy hair, with his face directly on the glass, looking at me with a smirk.
Sorry guys, something went wrong. Oh, it was my phone. I gotta go back to the video. Sorry about that. Something had went terribly wrong.
And set down our things. I decided before I went to bed that I would use the community showers. As I walked to the shower,
He's like, yeah, yeah. Let me see you wash them pits.
how would a boy want to come in here? Since I couldn't see anything, I decided to wipe my hand on the glass to get rid
why
of
would
the fog.
you do this?
As I did that, I saw a homeless man just holding his with greasy hair, with his face directly on the glass, looking at me with a smirk.
Oh!
I saw a large kitchen knife.
Oh!
I screamed and I opened the glass door as fast as I could, knocking the guy to the ground.
Yeah, boy.
I quickly grabbed a towel and ran out. I ran to our room and told my parents what happened. They immediately called the police and they arrived and searched the showers. They found him knocked out in the
was still knocked out?
him out in. Apparently, he was a registered sex offender and even went as far as to raping a girl my age. They arrested him and I'm not sure what they did after that. This story still terrifies me to this day, and I never went back to the hotel in fear that I might see him again.
Bruh. First of all, what parent's gonna send their 7-year-old daughter to some community showers alone? Why wouldn't the mom be like, yeah, let me come with you? You need a shower too? You was in the same car as me for 8 hours. This next one's called Why Does My Family Hate Me? This was uploaded by our Ate Sapphire. And this was sent to us by Kmart Jackson. I didn't add the T. It's not Kmart Jackson. Thank you for following the directions of following me on Twitter and sending me this story. See, the rest of y'all could be getting shout outs too, but y'all just tripped.
Hey, I'm Sapphire.
But it's something scary.
Hey!
My family hates me.
Oh.
The following story is based on a submission from Desiree.
Thanks, Desiree.
I used to think my family hated me. Maybe hate is a strong word, but I definitely did not feel particularly well liked. I was my parents' least favorite compared to my 2 younger sisters.
They just never seemed to want to be around me or talk to me.
Dang.
They wouldn't even let me take care of our hamster, Lulu. I thought I was being paranoid, but my parents' cold demeanor became more apparent when we moved into a new house. They gave me the room at the very end of the hallway, secluded and removed from everything else. They claimed it was so I could have privacy, but I think they just wanted me far away. That room gave me the creeps. I remember the first night there, I woke up and heard hushed voices echoing in the walls of my room. I couldn't make out everything they were saying, except for my name, the many times it came up. The next morning, I told my mom about the voices and that I thought the house might be haunted. You must have heard the pipes or something, she said dismissively. But I know what I heard.
Nani?
I also knew arguing with her wasn't going to go anywhere, so I decided to suck it up. I went to bed with such anxiety that night that I had an incredibly lucid and horrifying nightmare. I was strapped down to my bed, surrounded by dark figures who were chanting over and over, and I couldn't move or scream. I just laid there while these figures sprinkled me with unknown substances.
I think we're gonna have to call Chief on that. What are these substances?
The next morning at breakfast, I silently ate while my parents asked my sisters how school was going. Then Jamie, one of my sisters, turned to me. "Are you still hearing things at night, Sissy?" she asked. I was actually a little
Y'all talking
startled
to me
by the
now?
sudden attention on me. Yeah, and I actually had a pretty bad dream last night. Felt like there were people in my room or something. My sister then turned to look at my parents. I felt like they were telepathically talking about me right in front of me. Then Jamie spoke again. "Mom, you should give her that stuff to make her sleep better." My mom nodded. I was still taken aback by this sudden interest in helping me sleep better.
setting her up, dude.
In bed that night, I swallowed the pill that my mom gave me. As an extra precaution, I gathered as many religious items from around the house. Crucifixes, paintings, as many as my hands could carry, and put them in my room.
What was this tag on my shirt scratching a
I
freak?
thought they would protect me from whatever was haunting me during my sleep. The following morning, I woke up in a panic. Everything I had put up the night before was now on the ground, shattered in pieces. I knew my parents were not going to be happy, but I also felt like this was proof that there was something in my room. So I ran to tell my parents. There must have been an earthquake during the night, I guess, my mom said. But nothing else in the house was broken.
think I'm
Only
stupid?
the religious items in my room. It didn't add up. I spent that whole day crying in my room. Before bedtime, Jamie came in with her hands cupped in a ball. She hopped on my bed and opened her hands. "Here, maybe Lulu will help you sleep tonight," she said. I glanced out the door and back at my sister. Is Mom okay with that? She doesn't have to know. I thanked my sister and lay down to bed, snuggling Lulu in my hands. When I woke up the next morning, Lulu had moved. I felt around my pillows and blankets, but I couldn't find her. I realized it was an idiotic idea to fall asleep like that with a tiny animal.
Like an idiot?
I figured she must have run out of my room under the door in the middle of the night, so I went looking for her. The rest of my family was already up and in the middle of
This
breakfast.
is why they don't like you.
I couldn't let them know I had lost Lulu, so I decided to continue my search after I had a couple bites. But after swallowing one spoonful of cereal, I spit it out onto the table. I suddenly felt incredibly nauseous. I began dry heaving over the table until I coughed up a small clump of brown fur. My family immediately stood up and began praying the Lord's Prayer.
You hate it.
Dizzy and blacked out. When I came to, I was strapped on my bed with my family standing around me,
What?
sprinkling unknown substances all over me. "What are you doing? Why do you hate me?" I cried, frantically trying to release myself. The expressions of each of my family members turned to sadness. "We don't hate you, Desiree," my dad said. "We hate who you become at night." I don't understand. "You've tried to kill each and every one of us in your sleep,"
Oh!
my dad continued. multiple times. "We're trying to help you, sissy," Jamie chimed in, "but nothing seems to be working." I didn't know what to think. This whole time, I thought that I was being traumatized by a demon in my room, and I was the demon. My family didn't hate me. They're just afraid of me. And I think I am too.
So first off, this story was sent in by Desiree. Desiree, is there something you want to tell us? Based on a true story, Desiree? Alright, you guys, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Spooky Scary Sunday. This one was a light episode. It had a little bit of everything, a lot of variety. I can appreciate that. You know, we had a little John Wick Kung Fu alien action. We have some weirdness with the girl with the pool table head. And watched so many, I can't remember none. Now next week, I want more spooks. But that being said, Karen requires my attention. She gets kind of antsy when I'm away for too long, so be sure to follow me on Twitter. Send your videos. Hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday, guys. See you next week. Guess my name is Coryxkinshen.
Well, that's it for this video. See you later.